Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good afternoon, members of this subcommittee. It is my honor to be invited to represent the great state of Alabama as its chief elections official. I bring a unique perspective to today's proceedings as my career in elections began more than a decade prior to my election as Alabama's 54th Secretary of State, when I served for nearly 10 years as probate judge, the chief elections official in Pike County, Alabama. The foundation of election integrity is voter file maintenance. Moments after I was sworn in, I signed the letter notifying the Electronic Registration Information Center, also known as ERIC, that Alabama would no longer participate in their program. My team and I developed and implemented the Alabama Voter Integrity Database, better known as AVID, which utilizes state-to-state data sharing agreements, partners with Driver's License Division of the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, the National Change of Address Database, and the Social Security Administration's National Death Master Index to identify individuals who should be placed on a path for removal from our voter file. Since taking office, more than 500,000 ineligible voters have been removed from Alabama's voter file. Our voter file, which was a bloated mess on the day I took office, is now the most accurate record of eligible voters our state has ever had. However, two major hurdles remain. First, the immediate removal of deceased voters from our voter file should be common sense. However, obtaining access to the Social Security Administration's National Master Death Index was absurdly time-consuming and overly burdensome. Unnecessary red tape makes it more difficult than it should be. You, as members of Congress, can cut through that red tape and make this important data immediately available to all 50 states. Second, my efforts to gain access to non-citizen data held by the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, were repeatedly denied by the previous administration. Fortunately, President Trump's EO directed DHS to cooperate with states to eliminate non-citizens from our voter file, will allow batch comparisons of DHS non-citizen data to our state-level voter files, allowing for the immediate removal of those who are illegally registered to vote. Granting states immediate access to this data is crucial. Only United States citizens should participate in our elections. Thank you for the opportunity to speak before you today. It has been my honor.